Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? I hope you're doing well. Market's doing well. Market's up. It really like Netflix earnings. Let's get into it. ES, we are getting over our second daily resistance. We have plenty of room for a daily higher low on a pullback. And on a pullback, I'll be watching this daily 50 MA. We still have room on the daily RSI for more room upwards. However, on the 4-hour RSI, we're at 76. As long as we're maintaining this 4-hour 12 EMA, bulls are in control. I just jumped right into this chart because it's what I do. And I forgot to say good morning. Good morning, Hector. Hey, Michelle. Greg, one-liner, action. Shake and bake. Hey, Dan, snowy beaches of Wilmington. That's funny. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Duke. Hey, Ted. Hey, Paula. Thank you, Shake and Bake. Again, I'm rusty. I didn't even do an AV check. Medellin, Colombia. That sounds beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's not all drugs and prostitution. That is good to know. Need to visit. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, a lot of y'all got snow. Hey, Duke of Booze. What a great name. Some of y'all are so creative with your handles. Me, not so much. Do y'all have any chart requests? I'll do that before I jump into the markets because the markets will be there when I'm ready. In 5 minutes. So we have 5 minutes for chart request for my friends. I'm laughing at myself. We have TEM. That was a Pelosi name from this weekend. Announced that she had some involvement. It had a big day yesterday. Plus it had an app launch news. It hit the daily 50 MA, unable to get over it yet. And after hours, we made a big move yesterday. We're pulling back a lot. We're right at yesterday's high, 49.83. This will be a name that I will be watching today for 15-minute back burner. ATAI, okay. We have a 4-hour squeeze. This is a psychedelic name. We're looking for a daily. This is a minor daily higher high trend change here. On the 2-day, this is a classic bear flag. As long as we're below $1.53, this is a bear flag. We're struggling here at the daily 50 MA and 200 MA. On the 4-hour, we have double inside bars. We do have a squeeze on the 4-hour. Squeezes can fire to the long side and the short side. We have a squeeze on the hourly chart with this tightening range. It's all about $1.53 and $1.42. Hey, my nugget. Roblox has had a banner year last year and this year. Oh, that's a nice squeeze. I didn't look at this one this morning. Wow. We are not at all-time highs. We are at 52-week highs. Weekly uptrend, daily stair step. So look, we're making higher lows on these candles. So a bear would be looking for a daily stair step bear break. 4-hour is just at overbought. Hourly, we've been kind of chopping sideways. Nice squeeze. Your resistance 66.86, support 65.63. You could keep this one on back burner watch, looking for a daily higher low. Beautiful chart. I saw snow had an upgrade this morning. It is not managing a gap up on that upgrade though. 4-hour overbought. All right, PLTR. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, PLTR. Our daily lower low is set. Now bears are looking for a potential daily lower high compared to 80.06. We've made enough room for a daily higher low. We're over the daily 50 MA. I haven't done this on PLTR. Come on. That was a 50% retracement, so a weekly lower high is possible. On the 4-hour, we're overbought, looking for a potential weekly lower high. So just caution, gap rules apply. As long as we're holding the high of yesterday as support, 73.64, bulls are in charge. What a nice move up. I love this chart fundamentally. I love it. Technically, it looks good on the 4-hour and daily. Just remember, a daily lower high is still possible. Daily lower high, and we're overbought on the 4-hour. I'm trying to think what would trigger a short. I just don't see it right now with this gap up. I guess you could use $75 or $75.19 as a top fish level. Or we do have a 15-minute downtrend. Wait for a 5-minute downtrend during regular trading hours for a top fish. Hello, hello. RUM, Vice President involvement has helped RUM. We're looking for a weekly higher low. I wouldn't say yesterday's bull break of the high of last week was convincing enough to say that weekly higher low is set. The daily lower low is set. Nice squeeze on the hourly. You have support at 1245 and 1162, fighting to hold this hourly 12 EMA. I have Sound on my list of Queen of the Mountain trades. I like this one for a back burner setup after yesterday's 21% day. Look at that nice bounce from the daily 50 EMA. 4-hour has enough room for a higher low. We're looking for a gap up right now. Gap rules apply. As long as we hold 1655 as support, that is a long signal. 5-minute has a squeeze, chopping sideways, key resistance 1682, support 1643. Oracle having a lot of headlines with Ellison getting some FaceTime with Trump. Oracle got a big boost yesterday on AI news, and Trump will be giving such and such money to AI. Let's see. Gap looks to be filling in pre-market. Gap up here is 188.47. This is a beautiful move. This one, at this point, if you enter right now, I would say you're chasing. So you're waiting for a pullback to the EMAs or VWAP for a long. Or you're waiting. The most conservative bull is waiting for a 5-minute back burner. This one looks really good for a 5-minute back burner. It had a great day yesterday, and it's having an even better morning. All right, let's get this show on the road. Gotcha. Hey, Success. What do you got with VST? Looks good. Good looking chart. There ain't nothing bearish about new all-time highs. I would keep that one on back burner watch. Let's get going with the show. Welcome to the pregame show. This is a show where every Wednesday I start with the market environment dossier table. We go over the calendar, and then we look at charts. And then I show you Queen of the Mountain trades. It's just a play on that childhood game, King of the Mountain, and someone in here named it Queen of the Mountain. It's like, what are the better setups compared to all the setups, 300 charts I've looked at this morning? What are the better setups? And that's what we look at. This is who I am, Chart Gallery. If you want to give me a follow on X, looking at the market environment dossier table, we're looking more bullish than bearish. I was bearish on XLE yesterday. It's getting that follow through today that I was looking for yesterday. We had a daily stair step, and we have a daily inside bar for today to look at. Bitcoin was neutral. Daily, we have a nice daily higher high, but no trend change yet. Apple is still heavy. Tesla's heavy, and Hang Seng was red overnight. Looking at the calendar today, we don't have a lot. We have the 20-year bond auction. Oil inventory was moved to tomorrow. We have President Trump speaking tomorrow and jobless claims. And then Friday, we have retail sales and existing home sales. And S&P Global Services PMI. All right, let's look at ES. All right, so ES is getting over the 6107.50. It's getting a tailwind from Netflix earnings. Netflix kicked off technology earnings last night, and it had a great report and obviously great guidance. And I think it announced a price increase because I got an email this morning. You're getting a price increase on Netflix. I mean, Netflix is my favorite smart TV app that I watch for sure. We have plenty of room for a daily high or low. 4 hour is overbought. Daily is not overbought. We have a daily squeeze. Just take note of that daily 50 MA around 6046 on a pullback. That could be a good area for a daily higher low. NASDAQ got over this key resistance. We now have a daily higher high, and NASDAQ is doing all of this without Apple. Impressive. Now, if Apple were to manage a bounce, what can NASDAQ do? So just remember that NASDAQ is doing all of this without Apple. Look at that hourly 12 EMA hold, 4 hour 12 EMA hold. So bulls, or if you don't have a position, you're looking for 4 hour 12 EMA pullback buy. RTY, 4 hour uptrend. RTY has this daily 50 MA overhead at 23.48 that I'm taking note of. We do have a daily squeeze, but it could be an area to short. We're red on the Russell. 17 degrees in Florida. Y'all are busting out that sweater, huh? That one sweater y'all have in the back of the closet. It's cold here too, but we're used to cold. 4 hour is holding on IWM, so I'm not going to get overly bearish here, but I am watching this daily 50 MA right overhead. This almost made Queen of the Mountain, but I didn't want to get bearish on a bullish market. But Russell, I think, is in a position for a short here at the daily 50 MA. We have the Dow getting over the daily 50 MA, plenty of room for a daily higher low. And take note of these squeezes we have on the Dow on the daily. NASDAQ has a squeeze on the daily. ES has a squeeze on the daily. We've got some exuberance out there. Just, I would not be I was about to say a bullheaded bear, but I would not be a stubborn bear. We are getting over this 263.58 on semis. This is a beautiful weekly squeeze. Semis are where it's at right now. Next resistance is up at 276.24 after 270 psychological. That is a beautiful move. Weekly higher high, weekly uptrend. So 4 hour overbought doesn't mean as much now because we're in a weekly uptrend with a weekly higher high. VIX is melting. VIX has a support right here of 1427. That's the next support on the weekly. So we did get a weekly higher high here. We have support down at 1427 and then 1270. Fear is exiting stage right. Yeah, hit the like button. Hang Seng, like I mentioned, was pretty red overnight, so watch those China stocks. Asia was red. DAX is currently green. Bitcoin is in a 4 hour equilibrium. Here, 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 here. Higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low. So we just set that 4 hour higher low here and got over this level of 105.457, but we're coming back in. We're holding the 4 hour 12 EMA. Hourly is not faring as well. Bitcoin has given me great clues for the market. So if we're down 1% on Bitcoin in an hourly downtrend. So just be careful with the markets. If Apple can't get a bounce going, I don't know how far the markets can go without Apple. They've been doing a great job of shrugging it off. I mean, heavy selling on Friday, selling yesterday on Apple. So Bitcoin has lost the hourly EMAs and we're in a downtrend. Ethereum, we've lost the hourly EMAs. And we are rejecting here at the 4 hour 12 EMA. We do have a 4 hour squeeze on Ethereum, but that can fire bearish just as much as it can fire bullish. It just denotes that there is some pressure building. Dollar is bearish. That's good for the overall market. We are in a daily downtrend now on the dollar. On a bounce, we're looking for a daily lower high and a 4-hour lower high. Hourly 12 EMA is overhead. Gold is not benefiting as much from this dollar weakness that you would anticipate. We did get a daily higher high, but we're pulling back now. On the hourly, that's a pretty big pullback, testing 27.59, and we could be getting a little head and shoulders here. So just be aware of that on gold. Oil is weak. We are looking for a daily higher low. We're holding the daily 12 EMA. 4-hour got a higher high, but we're getting a rejection there at the 12 EMA. Hourly, we got a higher high. Now can we get an hourly higher low and trend change? This is a bigger pullback than what bulls would have liked to have seen. We do have a squeeze oil inventory tomorrow. Nat gas is weak. We had news last week and it gave it a big push. We've lost this daily support by a smidge, by 2 pennies here. At this point, I would call it a daily equilibrium if bulls can hold 371. On a bounce, you're looking for a daily lower high. 4 hours in a downtrend, hourly is in a downtrend. Nat gas is weak. Apple is weak, one of the few names that's red. SPY is gapping up. QQQ is gapping up. Guess who's not gapping up? Apple. Apple is daily oversold, looking for a weekly higher low compared to 219.47. We broke that support by 9 pennies yesterday. So right now we have a weekly double bottom. We have a gap up here at 228.03. Apple bulls need to get their head out there. You know what? Now, if Buffett's going to keep his finger on the sell button, it doesn't matter that we're daily oversold. When you have this type of it's like very programmatic. Is that how you say that? Yeah, programmatic selling on Apple. Daily's oversold. We did get a lower wick of bulls buying the dip at that support level of 219.47. On a bounce, we're looking for a 4-hour lower high. Hourly 12 EMAs overhead. You could keep this one on reverse back burner watch. Apple is a dog. Amazon is a queen. Amazon is looking up at all-time high, 233. We have a 2-week bull flag. This looking to confirm. Gap rules apply. We have a nice big gap up on Amazon. If we can get over 233, RSI means a whole lot less because we're in blue sky territory. So bulls need to get over 233, and then we start discounting RSI. 4 hourly and 4-hour 12 EMA is your guide. NVIDIA, big gap up on NVIDIA. Huge gap up. Huge. We are over this resistance. Your next resistance is 150 psychological, then 153.13. If you want to look left over here, prior resistance was 146.54. That could come into play. At this point, I would keep NVIDIA on back burner watch. This is a beautiful move on NVIDIA. The most conservative bull is looking for a back burner. Tesla. Tesla is heavy this morning with Apple. Tesla, Apple, and Google were the 3 red names of the high beta names I track in the morning. So Tesla has an hourly EQ here. We could have a daily inside bar. That's possible on Tesla. Let me fix this. Right there. So we're opening right at the 50% retrace of yesterday's $26 move. We could have a daily inside bar on Tesla. So don't get juked on Tesla. If we're going to have a daily inside bar, we could have misdirection on lower time frames because volume drops in a daily inside bar situation. So just be aware of that. Hey, Dukaboos. I went over Ethereum, which I went over it very quickly, but it's we are losing the hourly EMAs on Ethereum. Hourly lower high is set at 3332. You have support here at 3273. We do have a 4-hour squeeze on Ethereum. Bulls need to get over 3368 to change the 4-hour trend. And that key 4-hour support, 3273. All right, Queen of the Mountain trades, DJT. DJT is down. So here's what I'm thinking on DJT. I'm like, wait, why did I put this one? We are looking for a daily higher low compared to 33.56. We're at the daily 50 MA right here. Okay, stay with me. We're looking for a daily higher low. 4-hour, we're approaching oversold, looking for a daily higher low. So as long as we can hold 33.56, this may be a long. We're getting back over yesterday's low of 34.42. That will be the initial bottom fish area for DJT. LMT. So on LMT, we're looking for a weekly lower high. Stay with me. Looking for a weekly lower high. Daily 250 MA or overhead. Y'all know I love that convergence and confluence. I love that. Daily 50 and 200 MA overhead. 4-hour overbought. So I'm gonna back up. Weekly looking for a lower high. 4-hour overbought. This could be a 4-hour bull flag, so don't be pig-headed about it. But I like a top fish of 509.55 on LMT. Sound, I'm looking for a 5-minute, we got 5-minute back here. So sound, we're looking for a 15-minute back burner on sound during regular trading hours. TEM, we already got the 5-minute back burner back here. I called it out in our room. We got a $2 bounce off that. So now we're looking for 15-minute oversold during regular trading hours for a back burner trade on TEM. XLE, we have a daily stair step looking for a weekly lower high and daily's overbought. I like XLE short. If we can break 92.99 here during regular trading hours, I like it for a short back to 90.40. Now we are looking for a daily higher low, so bulls aren't. This isn't game over for bulls. This is just a scalp, maybe a 1 or 2 day scalp on XLE. All right, SMR. SMR, we got a weekly uptrend. I like this daily squeeze here, firing long. We have a gap up, gap rules apply. We have enough room for a daily higher low on a pullback. This looks good as long as we can hold 25.63 as support. OKLO. $31.91, $31.48. We got a double top yesterday, but bulls are gapping up. This one looks better. I like this one better because we're gapping up to new all-time highs. I would look at that volume yesterday. I would keep this one on back burner watch. I'm going to set a back burner for this one. Tell me when. Did 5-minute get oversold here? Not really. I'll do a 10-minute. That's a conservative back burner here on OKLO. OKLO looks better than SMR Alessandro. On WGS. Sorry, I missed this one, Drew. Yeah, we're not at all-time highs now. This thing has had some splits, it looks like, so just be aware of that. Earnings in a few weeks. Weekly downtrend. Daily downtrend. This could be a daily bear flag. As long as we stay below 79.06, this could be a daily bear flag. 4-hour bulls are trying to pull off an inverse head and shoulders. And we're attempting a gap up here. So as long as we hold 75.22 as support, that is a long signal. Just be aware of that $79 where a bear flag comes into play, Drew. And I apologize for missing that one initially. We got a lot of names in play out there. QBTS, big move up. We are in this gap. Gap doesn't fill till 9:05. QUBT had news this morning. They are not in gap. They need to get over 1273. So RGTI had a great day yesterday, up 42%. And now we're rotating into QBTS and QUBT. This one could still be on 5-minute back burner watch, RGTI. IONQ gap fills at 48.73. We're not gapping up here on IONQ. I think this is the more legitimate name of the quantum names from what I understand, but what do I know? What does AI look like? Not great. Little gap up though. All right, that's it for the pregame show. I'm going to go boot up the live show for the markets and for our members. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Hit that like button before you exit, please. Tell a friend about the pregame show every Wednesday. Go give me a follow on X at ChartGalLori. I will try to post a little more this year. I've been slacking off on posting. You definitely won't get inundated with posts if you follow me. Y'all have a great day and use stop losses.